Yo, what's up? This is Cam and y'all are tuned into Carolina Fragrance Reviews. Yes, I have my sunglasses on again because this is spring and summer designer edition, but actually Chad said I look like a diva for wearing my sunglasses, so guess what, Chad? These are for you, Shug.
I finally found what I'm missing, and now you got all my attention. Driving me wild, got me wishing that you were all mine. You're irresistible, so refreshing. You're irresistible, tell the essence. I can feel your energy all over me. Close my eyes and I breathe in. You're irresistible.
I hope you guys enjoyed our indie and niche edition of the spring and summer top 10 list, but don't fret, I have got a very affordable list. There's a couple on here that are a little pricey, but we're own designers, so it's not gonna break the bank. The first one I'm gonna introduce you to is one that I haven't smelled in a minute. My friend Andrea from Curly Scents had it as one of her top 4 for life from Antonio Banderas, Blue Seduction. I had this fragrance years ago and completely have forgotten all about it, and Fragrance Net is constantly sending me these little deals where they have 50% off, 60% off, 70%, free shipping, whatever. So I copped a few fragrances because I'm kind of hurting. Even though we have tons and tons and tons of hot weather, I don't have a buttload of hot weather fragrances. I go crazy in the fall and winter because there's not a ton of fragrances that actually can plow through our heat and humidity in North Carolina. But this is a great list. There's some of these that actually are beast mode. This is not so much beast mode, but big bottle, smells amazing. And yes, I can understand why there was no. That was so cute. It was hilarious, but it actually made me want to go ahead and grab this and put it back in my collection. I think my original one I bought from Walmart or something. But yeah, that doesn't mean because it came from Walmart that it sucks, because actually you can go to Walmart and buy Tom Ford's, another fragrance like that, but you're gonna pout the nose for them, so don't you dare do that. Don't. There's Facebook groups, there's Fragrance X, Fragrance Net, Max Aroma. There's a million different places that you can go to get fragrances. Don't you dare go to Walmart and spend that crazy money that they're asking for these fragrances. The notes for Blue Seduction are bergamot, mint, melon, cardamom, nutmeg, ocean accord, apple, cappuccino accord, oak moss, woods, and musk. Coming in at number 9 comes from a car company, not just any car company, but the car company that endorses Chad from A Gentleman's Journey, Ferrari. This one is Noble Fig. And let me tell you something, you know, Chad and I did a collab earlier this spring, and he was talking about this fragrance that actually made me curious enough about it to do a blind buy. That does not happen very often. I can tell you, let's see, Chad, that one fragrance, Cuba, let's see, we got 3 fragrances that Cuba taught me into blind buys, and then one from Big Beard Business. I am not about blind buys, but Chad, you hit this one out of the park, homie. This one is an amazing fragrance for spring and summer. It has an amazing opening. The dry down is even better. And yes, these car companies like Bentley, Mercedes, Ferrari, you know, these fragrances that come out from them are what you would expect from a multi-billion-dollar company. And they do sell them in the same shelves that they do with Armaf and some of these other ones, but no, you would never know it. This is super high quality, very heavy lid, very heavy glass. I guess because they have so much money going elsewhere that they can actually sacrifice the profit on this, because they're not sacrificing it on the cars. This is definitely niche quality. The performance on it is I mean, come on, we're talking about a fig fragrance here. You know it's not gonna be through the roof, but it's an excellent fragrance, excellent price point. Thank you, Chad, for turning me on to this cool fragrance. Noble Fig was launched in 2015. The notes are fig leaf, pink pepper, mandarin, iris, clary sage, musk, and patchouli. My next fragrance I personally think is probably the best deal out of the whole bunch. This fragrance has been with me a minute, and I think I've probably been through at least 3 or 4 bottles of this. It is Lacoste. They call it the Red Cologne or Red Hot in Play. They had 3 of these that came out together. It was Coldplay, not the band Coldplay, but it was in a blue bottle, and then they had Hot Play that was in an orange bottle, and then this one in the red bottle. This one has amazing performance. It was released in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. I think I started wearing it in 2005, so it's been with me a minute. I used to rotate between this one and Hot Play. You can't find Hot Play anywhere, but actually this one has the best performance of the 3. The Coldplay I wasn't crazy about that fragrance, but this one has actually stood the test of time. It is still available. You can find Hot Play here and there on eBay or whatever, and they do ask pretty significant prices, because this one right here you can probably cop for 20 to 25 to 30 bucks on, you know, the regular discount wholesalers or retailers, however you want to say it. But this one opens up with some apple and some pine. I think maybe there's some vetiver in here. I'll check the notes for you, but this one has amazing performance, mass appealing. It's a club fragrance, vacation fragrance, very, very, very universal fragrance. And like I said, you will get a lot of performance out of this. Ladies like this one. This one's been with me for a long time and probably will stay in the collection. I got a lot of other fragrances that there's still a good amount left, but look at the dent in that bottle considering how many bottles I've had. Red by Lacoste was released in 2004. The top note is green apple, middle note is pine tree, base notes are patchouli and vetiver. The next fragrance is Givenchy Play. This is an amazing fragrance that actually they used Justin Timberlake as the face for this fragrance when it came out, I believe in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, like on base notes and Fragrantica, people say that it's more of a fall and winter fragrance. I say it's more of a spring and summer fragrance. That's why it's in this list. This is a compliment beast. It's probably my between Pie and Play. This is actually Play Intense. Those are my 2 favorite fragrances from Givenchy. And this fragrance actually is excellent, especially for the price. Inexpensive, very mass appealing, compliment beast. And it's one that I would say that, you know, like if you're on vacation and you went for a workout, this is one that you could put on afterwards, you know, after you taking a shower, before you taking a shower, if you got a little funky from working out or whatever. This would be perfect for that. This would also be perfect for just everyday wear, office wear, whatever. Givenchy Play Intense. Givenchy Play Intense was released in 2008. The notes are mandarin, bergamot, pink pepper, coffee, amyris, wood, laburnum, vetiver, tonka, and patchouli. Okay, the next in this lineup is John Varvatos Artisan Pure. I showed you Artisan Blue not too long ago in a cheapie lineup, and I did mention how the Artisan line lacked projection and performance, with the exception of one, and it was Artisan Pure. This is truly a classy fragrance. It was released in the fall of 2017. If I remember correctly, there was a lot of hype around it. Rightfully so. It does come off like very woody in the beginning, but the dry down on it is really creamy. I would say that this would be a stellar vacation, office, or date night fragrance for spring and summer. This is actually my favorite from the Artisan line. There's a couple other ones that come in close behind it, but this one is the best because, me being Mr. Beast mode, I like those fragrances that perform, that project, that speak loudly. I have actually talked to people that they said they did not like this fragrance for that reason, because they were used to the Artisan line being so light and easy to wear. This one I think is easy to wear, but some people don't think so, so you might want to check into it before you buy it. It's not incredibly expensive, but it is a little bit harder to find. Great fragrance for spring and summer. I would say for me, date night fragrance, Artisan Pure. Artisan Pure was released in 2017. The notes are lemon, bergamot, mandarin, clementine, thyme, petitgrain, ginger, orris root, amber, and musk. Okay, we got the first 5 out of the way and 5 to go. Before we get through, we're halfway done. I'm going to do a shameless plug for our channel's merch. Our Teespring link is down below. And shout out to our boy Kenny, the Fragrance Shark. He has done all of our new logo designs and helped us design the new t-shirts and everything else. Kenny, thanks for you looking out for us like this. If you like this shirt, we've got some other cool designs and many more to come. Go down in our store down below and check it out. Okay, our next fragrance is another one that you saw on the very first episode as we were closing out spring and summer. It is Clinique Happy for Men. This is another cheapie that will definitely garner compliments, that is safe to wear on vacation, in the office, dating experiences, whatever. A very versatile fragrance that, I mean, I haven't met a person yet that doesn't like this scent DNA. To me, I find it similar except lighter and not as loud as Bulgari Aqua Amara. They have very similar scent profiles. This one is a little bit lighter, maybe not quite as in your face. That's why I would say that this one would be definitely safe to wear in an office environment for spring and summer. Ladies absolutely love this one. This is another one that I've owned multiple bottles of. I think the release date on this was somewhere around 99 or 2000 if I'm not mistaken. We'll check. I'll give you that whenever I give you the notes. Let's go ahead and get to the notes. Yep, sure enough, 1999 was the release date for Clinique Happy, and the notes are lime, mandarin orange, lemon, sea notes, freesia, jasmine, lily of the valley, cypress, musk, gaiac wood, and cedar. Okay, the next fragrance is a compliment beast from Yves Saint Laurent. Is why this one is the EDT. I do prefer the EDT over the EDP. I know a lot of you prefer the EDP. Me personally, I do not. Y is actually comes from the generation that was born between 1980 and 1990. That's the Y generation. That's how they come up with this. It's supposed to be a fragrance that is supposed to be very mutual, very simple, that you could wear with like a white t-shirt and blue jeans and a leather coat or whatever. Definitely a spring and summer fragrance. Comes in the classic bottle that they came out with this, where it has the little dent in here for the Y. This is going to be, I think, me personally, I think it'll be kind of an iconic fragrance. I know there's not like a massive love affair about it, but like I said, this EDT is awesome. I think it's a great fragrance. It's perfect for spring and summer. I hate to use the word safe, but I do need to keep our bases covered, like the last review I did for the niche and indie houses. Those were not safe picks. Those were a little bit outside of the box. I wanted to share something a little more universal. This is a very universal fragrance. Like I said, I mean, not everybody likes this. Not everybody likes the EDP. Not everybody likes the EDT. This is the EDT. I think it's a great fragrance. Very mass appealing. Compliment monster. I like this one a lot. Perfect for spring and summer. The notes for YEDT are bergamot, ginger, sage, geranium, violet leaf, ambergris, incense, fir balsam, cedar, and musk. Okay, the next one is a flanker from the 2014 release of the Tom Ford Private Blend Mandrino di Amalfi. This is the 2017 release, Mandrino di Amalfi Aqua. I do like both fragrances. This one just works a little better for me. It is categorized as unisex. This did come from the Private Blend of Tom Ford, and I have mentioned how these blue bottle Tom Ford fragrances do not perform in a stellar way, but this one just smells so good. I went ahead and picked me up 100 ml of this one. This one is really, really good. Very, very safe for man or woman, no question about it. But it don't lean so feminine or so masculine that one would be deterred either way, where some of these fragrances that are considered as a unisex, I would say like are a little dangerous. This is anything but dangerous. It's vacation in a bottle. My absolute favorite of these Blue Bottle Private Blend Summer and Spring fragrances from Tom Ford. The notes for Mandrino del Muffy Aqua are mandarin orange, bergamot, mint, thyme, wildflowers, and night blooming flowers. Okay, our second to the last fragrance is a nostalgic fragrance for me. A lot of flankers have been derivative of this DNA. This is YSL L'Homme. Yes, this is an OG. I've had a few bottles of this one as well. Compliment beast, compliment beast. This is a fragrance that ladies absolutely go bananas over. This is a perfect fragrance for spring and summer. Another one, very versatile. This one I would categorize as my date night fragrance just because of how much women like this, but yes, it is safe enough to wear for daily wear to the office. I'd also say that this would definitely be one that you would want to throw in your bag on vacation. People absolutely just migrate towards this fragrance. One of the most iconic fragrances from Yves Saint Laurent. It will always be a staple in my collection. I'm sure there's a bunch of you that feel the exact same way about this fragrance. It's not going anywhere. Will always be one of those #1 Waka Flocka stunners. YSL L'Homme was launched in 2006. The notes are ginger, bergamot, lemon, spices, pepper, basil, violet leaf, tonka bean, Tahitian vetiver, and cedar. Today's episode is proudly brought to you by www.myfragrancesamples.com. Does anybody truly look in your collection to see if you have a full Prezi? If you're a guy like me, I can't always go out and do blind buys or pay full retail. I always go to www.myfragrancesamples.com first to see if they have what I need. Why go all out? Sample them first. Go to www.myfragrancesamples.com, enter our discount code CFR15, get 15% off at myfragrancesamples.com. Okay, my #1 fragrance for spring and summer is none other than Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme or Extreme. This fragrance is the only fragrance that I can say that I had the OG, then the next flanker, then the next flanker. There was Allure, Allure Sport, then Allure Sport Eau Extreme. I don't know if it was during the week or the weekend when this fragrance was released. I actually happened to be at Macy's, and that probably means that it was released before that I got to it, because if it's at Macy's in North Carolina, or at least in Fayetteville, North Carolina, that means that Texas, New York, California, states like that already had it for a little while. But the first time I was able to get it, and it had just been released, and I'd already owned the other two. When they came out with this one, oh my God. I was selling cars, I sampled it, I put some on, I came back, I got 4 compliments the second that I walked in the door. It was just like, boom, dude, what you wearing? Girl was like, oh my God. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And yes, this is one of those fragrances that will never, ever get old. It is one of those timeless fragrances. I can't picture myself being without it. Anytime it has got low, I think I have replaced this particular one, not counting the Allure and the Allure Sport. The Allure Sport Eau Extreme I've replaced more often because I used to wear it a whole lot more. I think I've bought 3 or 4 bottles of this one. Amazing fragrance that I just can't absolutely, there's absolutely no way that I would go without this in my collection. The tonka in here is amazing. It's safe enough for fall and winter, but definitely a spring and summer fragrance. Women absolutely go gaga over this one. If you haven't smelled it, you definitely need to. And yeah, I have. It's been a long time since I've smelled Allure or Allure Sport, because I've been rocking O Extreme for so long. It wouldn't bother me to go back to those, especially the OG, the original DNA, just to see what started that love affair with me and Chanel. But definitely this one and Bleu de Chanel will always be in my collection. Chanel Sport O Extreme. O Extreme was released in 2012. Some of the notes are Sicilian mandarin, mint, cypress and clary sage, and tonka bean. Okay, that wraps it up for my top 10 designer summer and spring fragrances. Yeah, we might as well say summer fragrances because spring is just about non-existent and out the door. But hey, for those of you who get to enjoy 4 seasons, yeah, let's just say spring and summer. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, and we will see you next time on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.